What it do, guys? Manjoume here, and today we're beginning a new arc in the Versus System two-player card game, Great Power. Now, this arc is going to be comprised of Volume 1, Issues 7, 8, and 9, Spider Friends, Sinister Syndicate, and the New Defenders. First, we're going to check out Volume 1, Issue 7, Spider Friends. Looking at the front of the box, we see very simple, kind of a dark green background with Symbiote Spider-Man, Scarlet Spider, and Spider-Woman in the foreground, as well as this green mesh. I do appreciate this because later on it does get a little harder to read. It's not impossible, of course, but it's a little harder to read this versus this. This sticks out easy. And it's also easy to tell which sets go together and which sets don't. Looking at the side, story arc Great Power, which I appreciate being there. On the top, Spider Friends once again to match with each other. On the back, contents 55 cards and a roll sheet. Even superheroes could use a little help from their friends from time to time. Spider-Man is fortunate to have an amazing array of friends to help him in this latest expansion to the Versus System two-player card game. Look for a variety of spectacular supporting characters from Black Cat to Aunt May. This set also includes the infamous Black Suit. That, while being a bit too clingy, does offer some new abilities and equipment to our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. I'm excited for this set because this one actually includes cards that help you create a Spider Friends deck. First up, we have Spider-Man in the Black Suit, or I like to call Symbiote Spider-Man. 6 health, 4/4 stat line climb, which means at the start of your main phase, you may exhaust a location on your side and put a +1/1 counter on your character with climb. And Symbiosis, which is this character can have and gain +1/1 counters even while stunned. Unhealthy relationship. At the end of your turn, stun Spider-Man. So I think that does mean he ends up taking damage from that. I can and will fight you. Build blue-yellow. Spider-Man becomes level 2. Choose an enemy player. They may equip an alien symbiote token to a face-up supporting character on their side. He is level 2. He now has a 6/6 stat line. He has climb, dodge, and stealth. So he no longer has symbiosis, but dodge and stealth, pretty good ones. Web sling, main red. Pull a back row enemy character to its front row. Meaning you could pull a main character who's hiding in the back, bring him to the front. Next up, we have Scarlet Spider. 5 health, 2/5 stat line, Spider Clone. If you would put Scarlet Spider on your side during setup, put a character from your spider web on your side instead. If that character would become level 2, transform it into level 2 Scarlet Spider instead. Then put this card in that level 1 main character into your clone pile. He is level 2. He now has a 4/8 stat line. He has climb, Clone Wars. If Scarlet Spider would get wounded, reveal a random card from your clone pile. If you revealed any character other than Scarlet Spider, put it in your spider web and Scarlet Spider doesn't get wounded instead. Clone Saga, main yellow. Add a character from your spider web to your clone pile. Okay, so it looks like there's 2 piles and you're trying to put them into it to keep him from getting hurt. It's interesting. Spider-Woman, 5 health, flight, 4/3 stat line, Venom Blast during either player's turn, combat red. Choose a character in melee combat with Spider-Woman to get -3 defense this combat. Up close and personal, level up 3 times. When Spider-Woman stuns an enemy character in melee combat, she gains an XP, which is going to be a lot easier with the Venom Blast. Her level 2, she now has a 7/6 stat line, and Pheromone Control. Enemy characters lose and can't gain powers while in melee combat with Spider-Woman. Pretty good. Now for the supporting lineup, we have Madam Web, 1 cost, 1 health, 0/1 stat line, Worldwide Web. Each face-up character on your side with Spider in its name has +2/2. So you're going to keep her in the back and hope she doesn't get destroyed. Next up, we're going to have a series of one-of-a-kind characters, meaning you can only have 1 in the deck, thus there's only 1 in the set. Flash Thompson, 1 cost, 1 health, 0/3 stat line, one-of-a-kind, friends and family. Spider Friends characters protecting this character have Fearless. Fearless means that while this character is attacking a main character, it strikes back with double its attack. And it also says, you'd probably faint if you ever caught sight of Spider-Man. He's saying that to Peter Parker. Funny. Next up, we have Mary Jane Watson. 1 cost, 1 health, 0/3 stat line, one of a kind, friends and family. Spider Friends characters protecting this character have Pounce. While this character is attacking an exhausted character, that character can't strike back at it. Face it, Tiger, you just hit the jackpot. J. Jonah Jameson, 1 cost, 1 health, 0-3 stat line, 1 of a kind, friends and family. Spider Friends characters protecting this character have lethal. When this character wounds a defending supporting character, KO it. Spider-Man is nothing more than a costumed menace. Aunt May, 1 cost, 1 health, 0-3 stat line, 1 of a kind, friends and family. Spider Friends characters protecting this character have Noble. While defending, this character strikes back with double its attack. Next up, we have a Black Cat. 2 cost, 1 health, 3-2 stat line, climb, personal loyalty. While Spider-Man is a main character on your side, Black Cat has Spider Friends and has Ferocious. While Spider-Man isn't a main character on your side, Black Cat is Femme Fatale and has Stealth. So you see, similar to Grant Ward in the Shield vs. Hydra set, her team and her abilities are tied to your main character. Whereas in the Shield side, Grant Ward was technically both teams, but depending on your main character's team affiliation, he would have a different power. So this card would work in either a Spider-Man deck, or if it's literally anything else, it works with Femme Fatale pretty well. Silver Sable, 3 cost, 1 health, range, 2-5 stat line, Killer Hunter. Silver Sable has +3 attack while attacking an evil character. Silver Sable International, you pay 1 less to recruit good characters and equipment to a minimum of 1. I imagine she'd be really good to get in early because then everything is just cheaper. I don't know if Black Cat is good. I would assume she's good. But any other character is just going to be cheaper, so that's always a good thing to have. Next up, we have Scarlet Spider, 3 costs, 2 health, 1-3 stat line, climb, and paralytic darts. Main red. Choose an enemy supporting character. That character is immobile. It cannot move during the formation step. Next up, we have Prowler, 4 costs, 1 health, range, 4-4 stat line, stealth. He can melee attack back row characters even while they're protected. Self-taught Tinkerer. Once per turn during your build phase, you may discard a supporting character. If you do, Prowler has that character's main and combat superpowers this turn. Silk. 4 cost, 1 health, 4-7 stat line, climb, and Silk Sense. During either player's turn, combat yellow, choose an enemy attacker to get -4 attack this combat. I do like how that's kind of different from Spider Sense, which I think would add defense to your character, and this takes away attack from theirs, so very interesting. Then we have my boy, Spider-Man 2099, 5 cost, 1 health, flight, 6-6 stat line, climb, and after image. When Spider-Man 2099 powers up in combat, you may cancel the combat. That's interesting. I like that. I'm also very biased because I'm a big fan of 2099. Spider-Woman, 6 cost, 2 health, flight, 5-8 stat line, tough, and regeneration. At the start of your turn, if Spider-Woman is face up, heal a wound from her. So your opponent's going to try to keep her face down, obviously. If they can't, she's going to be coming back. Then we have the supporting character version of the black-suited Spider-Man. 7 cost, 2 health, 8-8 stat line, spider powers, build blue or yellow or green or red. Spider-Man has one of the following that he doesn't already have. Climb, dodge, ferocious, genius, grab, leader, leap, or mobile. He may use this power any number of times on your turn. So even though it shows the 4 symbols, you can just do blue, 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 get 3 of them, and then just keep going. So at the end of it, he might have like a bunch of powers. You'll have to like have the rule book next to you, like, okay, what does climb do again? Oh, climb does this. Dodge does this. Like, oh no, you can't do that. Or yes, I can do that because he has this ability. So he becomes a very, very powerful character. And with an 8-8 stat line, he's going to be hard to get rid of no matter what. Next up, we have Great Power and Great Responsibility. This is a Spider-Friends team affiliated plot twist main. Put 2 +1/1 counters on a Spider-Friends character who is protecting another character. And since we did put the Spider Friends and Family cards in here, you're no doubt going to be protecting someone, so you'll be getting a bonus for having done that. Next up, we have the aforementioned Alien Symbiote Equipment Token. I enjoy the fact that it's not like a normal token in that normal tokens would be whatever color of that card, I think. So this equipment normally would be gray, but because it's a symbiote, it's black. 0 cost. Symbiotic relationship. Equipped character has climb, symbiosis, and +1 health. This power cannot be turned off. Parasitic bond. This equipment can't be KO'd or unequipped from the character until that character leaves play. This power cannot be turned off. So basically, once he gets rid of the symbiote on his end, I guess, it latches on to one of your opponent's characters, so it'd be like Venom coming into play almost. Then, for the last card in the set, it's a card that allows the team to have its own deck in the Daily Bugle, which is the special location for the team, meaning the blue, yellow, green, and red for a Spider Friends character. So without this, you couldn't really have a deck because you don't have the rainbow. The rainbow location is what really makes it a deck. Our first two arcs feature Deadpool in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This arc is all about Spider-Man and his friends and enemies. This issue introduces a new team, the Spider Friends. The next two issues feature the Sinister Syndicate and the Defenders. Spider-Man. This issue introduces the powerful alien symbiote version of Spider-Man, but as they say, with great alien power comes great alien danger. While the symbiote does make him stronger, he must remove it or it will quickly be game over. In the comics, when Spider-Man fights off the symbiote, it splits off from him as a separate entity. In the game, when Spider-Man sheds the symbiote, it splits off from him as a separate card. When this happens, Spider-Man will become level 2 and now wears a cloth version of his black costume, and the alien symbiote will look for a new host. Note, Spider-Man's level 2 has 1 less health. This represents losing the strength of the symbiote. Is that true? I didn't even notice that. What do you know? That is true, yeah. It legit does have, even though it's kind of weird in that he's actually stronger in his level 2, which is always the case, that's actually really fun. I didn't notice that, and that's cool. That's attention to detail that you don't expect, really. When a character with the alien symbiote is turned face down but isn't KO'd, just keep the equipment token face up and ready. Just like when it's equipped to a face up character, it doesn't exhaust or turn face down. And remember, the symbiote is an jealous entity. It can't be destroyed or removed from its host, at least until the host leaves play. Climb. Spider-Man and many of his friends and foes are great at climbing up buildings in the game. This lets them get advantage before the fighting starts. At the start of your main phase, you may exhaust a location on your side and put a +1/1 counter on your character with climb. A character can only climb one location per turn, and the same location can't be climbed by more than one character. You exhaust the location to show that it's been climbed. So if you have 2 locations but 3 climbers, one of them is out of luck. During your recovery phase, your exhausted locations will be readied the same time as your characters do. Scarlet Spider. Before he was Scarlet Spider, the man who would become Ben Reilly was created from Peter's DNA to be a perfect clone. So in the game, he actually starts off as a different spider hero until his true self is revealed. Once he reaches level 2, this is how it works. Your spider web is a new out-of-play pile that includes up to 1 copy of every other level 1 main character with Spider in its name. Currently, this includes Spider-Man from the Marvel Battles expansion, Spider-Man from Monsters Unleashed, Spider-Man, and Spider-Woman from this issue. Your clone pile is another out-of-play pile. It starts empty, but during the game, you'll put characters from your spider web into it. Before the game begins, when each player reveals their main character, you'll reveal Scarlet Spider. Then instead of putting him on your side during the setup, you'll put a character from your spider web onto your side. When that character would become level 2, you'll instead transform it into level 2 Scarlet Spider. It will keep its counters, any effects on it, and its ready exhausted and or face up face down orientation. Then put the level 1 main character he started the game off as and the level 1 Scarlet Spider main character into your clone pile. Once he's level 2, if he would be wounded, there's a chance that it was just a clone body instead. Reveal a random card from your clone pile. If you revealed Scarlet Spider, he'll get wounded as normal. They found you. But if they reveal someone else, he doesn't get wounded, although whoever was revealed goes back to your spider web. So you have these 2 piles, one that starts off with cards, the other one starts off with nothing. Once you get level 2, the level 1 he was plus his normal level 1 go into that pile, so you have 2 cards. His ability allows you to put more from that starting pile that had cards into it, and those give you chances not to get hurt. So let's say in your spider pile you have your level 2 out. So because Scarlet Spider is level 2, his level 1, and let's say you started the game off as Champions Spider-Man. You also pick the Marvel Battle Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, and then the Spider-Man. So that's 5 dudes. Somehow you're able to get 3 more into your web. Somehow you're able to get 3 more into your clone pile. So now you have 5. And only one of them is Scarlet Spider. So if they hit not this one. Let's say this one is your Scarlet Spider. As long as they hit any of the others, he does not get a wound, but the one that they pick, let's say this is Champion Spider-Man. Oh, you picked a clone body. Oops. Oh, now this one goes back into that pile, and now you only have 4. Granted, they're doing this, and you're not getting hurt, and you're preferably hurting them. So it kind of extends your life duration, I guess. Check out the other side. Spider-Woman. If Spider-Woman's Venom Blast reduces an enemy attacker or defender defense to 0, it will be stunned and she will gain an XP. Her pheromone control power temporarily takes away enemy characters' powers while they're in melee combat with her. This will prevent triggered powers like Shrink or Berserker from triggering in the first place. Spider-Man. Spider-Man's spider powers do not have a limited duration. Any new keywords he gains will last until he leaves play. Scarlet Spider. Scarlet Spider's paralytic dart causes an enemy character to become immobile indefinitely. This effect lasts even after Scarlet Spider leaves play. It will end once the immobilized character leaves play. Black Cat. Black Cat has often wavered between being a hero and a villain. In the game, she doesn't have a team affiliation and is neither good nor evil. That's good to know. Until she's on a side. She is neither good nor evil while she's in your hand, deck, or KO pile. Good to know. Then, if Spider-Man is your main character, he has a good influence on her and she'll ferociously fight alongside her partner. But if he's not your main character, she'll go back to slinking around as a criminal. Select keyword powers. Unlike most keyword powers, these are mentioned on cards without their definitions. Dodge. This character can't be range attacked. Fearless. While this character is attacking a main character, it strikes back with double its attack. Ferocious. While in melee combat, this character strikes before characters without ferocious. Genius. At the start of your turn, draw a card. Grab. While this character is in the front row, enemy characters can't fly over it, because it would just grab it. Leader. While this character is team attacking, you choose who the defender strikes back against. Leap. This character has flight during your turn. Lethal. When this character wounds a defending supporting character, KO it. Mobile. Once during your main phase, but not during combat, you may move this character to your front or back row. Noble. While defending, this character strikes with double its attack. Pounce. While this character is attacking an exhausted character, that character can't strike back at it. Stealth. This character can melee attack back row characters even while they're protected. Symbiosis. This character can have and gain +1/1 counters while stunned. Really cool stuff. And then we have the checklist here. Some credits, but no other cool images on the side like we usually do. Well, guys, that's it for the Versus System 2-player card game, Great Power Arc, Volume 1, Issue 7, Spider Friends. What's your favorite mechanic? Which Spider Friend is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to stay up to date with my videos and live streams on both YouTube and Twitch, check out links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and consider joining. That's all for now, guys. Manjoume out.